Hi guys, and welcome back to part two of Stratty Daddy Sundays. I am here with the Barovian Knights crew. Sorry we're a little bit late in starting there. We were doing some housekeeping level up wise that I had to assist
I know.
Yeah,
with prior.
There's another one.
Um, so
nothing.
yeah,
Yeah, my room.
last
Hi,
time.
Lindsay.
So last time on Barovian Nights, the gang had just made it out of the death house with a fireball hurled behind them by a very angry fireplace. Points if you can guess the movie reference that one was from. And just managed, some of them unconsciously, to tumble out upon the lawn and get stabilized so nobody is currently immediately dying, although a couple people are unconscious. I forget who.
Nocturna and Lucy.
Nocturna.
Nocturna and Lucy. Okie doke. Nocturna and Lucy both unconscious, curled in each other's arms. And
The love interest everyone is worried
it's
about.
guy love between two guys. And you startled a little old woman who was pushing a little kind of food cart that is its shelves are piled high with little meat pies. And she kind of looks over at all of you, very startled, understandably so, and is like, "Oh dear, that really looks highly Are you all right?"
Within reason, my lady.
No.
Would you recommend an inn nearby?
Oh, goodness, yes. If you would go right down the road you're on to the south and make a turn to your right. On the map, it's the left, but considering the position you're in, it'll be the right. You follow that about 2 streets down. Very large building to your right. Biggest one next to the burgomaster's mansion into town.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, my lady.
Thank you for your cooperation, elderly woman.
Do you need help, dearies? Are you quite all right?
We were almost dispatched from this point in life by a house, but we are alive. Thank you.
Houses
I'd
will
stay
do
away
that.
from that house.
Oh, that one, goodness, yes. Nobody in their right mind goes near that house.
So now they tell us.
Well, we're
To know.
clearly from out of town.
I gathered that for some of you, she says, kind of looking a couple of you over and giving Lucius a very concerned side eye.
There should be a sign in front of it to not go in, 'cause that was dangerous.
Oh, I don't think the house would allow that, dearie. It's got a very precocious nature from what I've seen over the years. Very, very unpleasant.
That's a good point.
Well, are any of you hungry? Would you like a meat pie on the house? You seem like you've been through a very unfortunate situation. And
Yes, please.
excellent. Here you go, dearie.
Thank you.
I
Can
do
I
not
have one?
require sustenance, however.
Can I
Thank you
have
for
one?
the offer.
Can I have one for Nocturna and Lucy and Mina and Campa Galley and not for Grayson, he can get his own.
I am loving this so
I'm quite
much
alright,
right now.
I'm quite alright, but thank you, lovely.
Aren't you
don't
just the
eat
cutest
meat.
little thing? Of course you can have some for your friends, darling. And she takes a small basket. It looks like she has like 5 or 6 baskets hanging off the handlebars of her wagon that she pushes around. And she takes a basket and puts a clean handkerchief in it and starts taking the little hand-sized meat pies for each person that you've mentioned and starts putting them back in the bag. She was about to put one in there for Grayson, but then you said no, and she kind of looks at him concerned, but puts the meat pie back
How
where
did
it
you know
came
which
from.
one's Grayson?
Because
I
Lily
pointed,
probably
sorry.
glared at him, I'm assuming?
Yeah, and pointed and said, "No for Grayson."
He goes, "That's all right. I don't eat meat."
Oh, I understand vegetarianism is very good for the bowels. I myself only indulge in fish.
I would like to cast Spare the Dying because I had to hear that.
You are unconscious.
Right.
But stable.
Gurgles and death.
A door scythe knocked you at the last, or was it rubble that knocked him
It
out?
was rubble.
It was rubble from the explosion.
Oh, great. My skull's going to have a pit.
That's okay. Your beautiful, luxurious locks will hide it.
Grayson is just gonna go over and attempt to pick up Nocturne up and throw him over his shoulder.
Alright, you've got a nocturne over your shoulder.
Galen will ask the kind lady, is there anything you could do to help us with our friends? They got injured pretty badly.
I
Pretty
mean,
badly.
I don't, I'm afraid I don't really have a healer's kit on me, Sonny. And I don't know any magics, if that's what you're asking. But if you need to, and she kind of looks at Lucius, 'cause he's kind of big. She looks at her cart, and she regretfully starts taking some of the accoutrements off that make the upper portion into kind of like these shelves to set her pies on. She starts taking the pies off of it and storing it on the inside of the cart instead, through a door in the back, and taking the shelves off, like unscrewing them until it's just the very bottom shelf. And she tucks those away too. It's quite a jam because she appears to have just started on her morning pie jaunts. And she's like, if you want to put your mongrel folk on top of the cart, dearies, and push it, I certainly can't push somebody that large, but the cart should be sturdy enough to take it. It's done me quite well these last 50 years.
Oh, he's not a mongrel folk. I checked. He is a dragonborn.
I have no idea what that is, but
I don't either, but he's not mongrel folk. I checked.
He's been cursed with scales. It's fine.
Oh yes, there are several curses that may do that to a person. Oh, the poor darling. Oh yes, yeah. If you can get him onto the cart and push it, you're welcome to utilize it. I'll just walk along with you until I can have it back again.
Just to the end, my lady.
Thank you
Just to
very
the end.
much.
Well, that's not too far. I'm sure the cart can handle it till then. It's gotten me through the walk every day for 50 odd years, and it's a good little cart. And she pats it lovingly.
Tosses the dragonborn on it. It just explodes.
Grayson's like, I can't lift up that scaly thing.
My
Yeah.
boyfriend you're talking about.
Everybody's trying to lift Lucius.
Alright, I'll put Nocturna down and then attempt to put Lucius on this cart. Let's see if it works.
I'm gonna try too. Lily's
Can
gonna
I,
try.
can
Oh,
I
God.
try to assist? I'm going to try to assist.
Well, Grayson
Okay.
rolled a 20 after everybody else is just like grabbing an arm or a tail. No, sorry, he doesn't have a tail. Grabbing an arm or a
No.
leg or like horns and just like trying to drag him. Grayson just is like, come on, guys, you got to get a straight, solid base. So you put the arm over your shoulders and then you lift with the knees, not the back, and then you just hurl him onto the cart. And then he's like dangling half on, half off the cart because he's pretty big. And it groans a little bit, but it holds because it's a sturdy cart. Oh,
Grayson will then go over and pick up Nocturna again.
I'm picturing it bridal style. Excellent. So yeah, you've got Lucius on the pie cart. Thankfully, without breaking it and crushing all the pies within, so Granny does not lose her only form of business. That did scare me a little bit. Okay, I'm glad it held. Yes, I'll come with you until the inn. I usually go there mornings anyway to give them the usual amount of pies. So it's not out of my way, really. I'll just have to skip a couple houses and then come back to them.
Thank you, my
so
lady.
much.
No problem. Oh, well, do you want me to lead the way? Lily, you actually already know the way. You've been to this town before. And Paige, you're actually vaguely familiar with it as well. You've never actually had to sleep in it, but you did check it at one point for your long lost child. And did store it in the memory banks.
Oh.
What do you mean you cannot control Paige? That is crazy talk. Oh, darn. Oh no, it did the thing again, didn't it? Fuck. Page. I thought I fixed that.
Can she teleport using the power of the magic window?
What? No? No teleporting.
Remember when a
Yeah.
window opens and somebody teleports away?
Oh god.
Yep. And it was always Felix's character.
Yeah. Yeah, the druid is cursed. Alrighty, so the combination of Paige, Lily, and the little old lady who's probably tottering just a bit slowly than the rest of you start headed this way along the street. And as you go, you do notice that a couple of doors are starting to open. It appears to be early morning. People are kind of peering out. Seeing the weird parade, though, they kind of shut them again pretty abruptly.
Lily might wave to somebody if they look out at her and she sees them.
Grayson is still carrying me, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
What a bro.
And let me just switch you guys to a different map really quick.
I mean,
Someone
Kristen's,
dies, I can't.
Kristen's decently strong. He's got a 15 strength.
It's okay. I look like Wilhelmina, right?
What?
Man,
You look similar to Wilhelmina, I think.
long lost shape shifting sister.
Yeah, it's fine. You look worthy.
Everything's fine.
Everything is awesome.
Everything
Lily
is
has-
cool and you're part of a team. Hold on, I just need to
seems
turn on
great.
Fog of War in this one spot so you can't see the inside of the entire inn right away.
God, I love D&D.
Yeah. Last session, apparently, when I saved my map, the doors did not save in some parts of the inn, so I had to fucking redo it just for this session, and that's why it took a little bit
Blame
longer.
Lucius, he has a history with doors.
God damn it, Lucius.
Who does? What D&D group does not have a history with doors?
Fucking doors.
Like literally just 5 minutes ago. Three sets of doors tried to kill us.
So many death doors. You know you loved it.
No.
No?
No.
What I'm hearing is more.
We prefer dwarven architecture.
Somebody saw my the Reddit post that I linked.
Yeah. It's been 2 doors. Still too many doors. Dwarven architecture is so
Doesn't
more
have
functional.
doors. We have openings. I'm talking to you. All right, here we go. Ba 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 da ba.
I got confused. I was like, why is there a wheelbarrow in the inn? Because we're outside the inn still. Makes perfect sense.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh, I lost Paige.
I see Paige.
Oh.
I lost her name. There it is.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can still move, though. Haha!
You can now,
You
because
can't
I
catch
found
me.
you. Can everybody move their characters?
Yes.
See.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo.
So
Excellent.
weird looking in. Oh, we're outside the inn. Okay. I see.
Yeah, you're outside. It's a weird looking. It's outside. Come on.
Slapped.
I feel sad.
Whacked.
Copy.
Well, I thought like. I don't know what I thought.
And paste the link. There we go.
Thank Nocturna. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Ba-ba-doo.
So
Whoa.
as you approach the inn, it looks fairly decently put together. There is a bit of smoke rising from a chimney somewhere in the back. Looks like it's about 2, maybe 3 stories with attic. And there is a stable around to the side of it. 2 large main doors make up the front of it. There's a small covered vestibule, which currently Paige and the old lady are standing under. The pillars holding up the small roof of it are right there next to you. And there's 2 glowing blue lights, one on either side. A sign reads Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Uh-huh.
And
Pages.
the little old lady goes up and she knocks on the door.
Paige is gonna go with her.
Me too.
Eric? Eric? It's Morgan. Open up, dearie. You've got customers. Also, I have pies for the morning. You hear some footsteps approaching, and then a small little peephole opens up, and a suspicious-looking brown eye. The eye isn't suspicious. The eye looks at you suspiciously. Peers
Suspicious
out.
eye.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Looks out at you and kind of scans the group.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan, is that the mongrel folk on your cart? Oh no, dearie, he's merely cursed. The little one assured me he is no mongrel folk.
Lily's waving.
We can vouch for him as well.
Oh. Oh, sorry, wrong nice. Oh, well, all right then. Yes, of course, Granny Morgan. Please do come in. And you hear a lot of clicking and clacking as locks are undone. It is quite early in the morning, so he probably wasn't prepared for visitors quite this early. But let's see. Where's your token, buddy?
Oh shit, I just realized Nocturna is one of the people possessed right now. Oh no, never mind. Sorry.
Nobody's
We
possessed
Yep.
Formerly
in your
possessed.
group.
I was overlooking my previous notes.
Yeah,
Am I
we
still wearing my, like-
managed to put everyone to rest.
Yeah, this particular group managed to not fuck up all the shit.
is more successful.
Mm-hmm. Do. Sorry, I'm just trying to find his token really quick.
It helps when you don't burn the remains by accident.
We didn't start the fire. Intentionally.
Okay, yeah. There we go. Alrighty. So
What did we overhear the meat pie lady's name?
Morgan.
Morgan.
I believe he called her Morgan and also Granny Morgan.
Granny Morgan.
Alright, so the door opens to reveal a decently lit tavern. The tables and chairs have definitely seen their fair share of age and wear, but they look clean and well kept. There is a large bar with many stools, and the gentleman who lets you in is fairly short and pudgy with brown hair that's cropped close around his head. His dress looks like it was once made of some fine velours and velvets. It is tinged darker with age and time. There are a couple of stitch marks here and there where he has done up some, what's the word I'm looking for? Some tears and rips over time. But it was once a quite rich garment. He beckons all of you in with a kind of concerned look at Lucius on the cart, and a slight one for Paige, but kind of shrugs it off since you're in the company of the rest of you.
And I'm pretty sure Paige would have, like, been here at least once. Maybe not to sleep here, but, like, to, like, get rid of rats in their basement or something.
Yeah, probably. He doesn't really give you too much of a side eye. It's not often that you see an automaton this large.
She has to, like, she literally has to bend over to get inside the door. I forget how big Paige is.
Are you going to be needing rooms? He says, looking at the two unconscious people.
We would appreciate it, sir.
Yes. So the rate is 10 silver per night for a basic room, and 1 gold per night for a deluxe room with bath.
We think I would endlessly enjoy a bath, but it may be too rich for our blood.
Grayson, could you help me with Lucius so this nice lady can have her cart back?
Yeah,
Penny
were we let
Beds is in a
inside
basic
already?
Hmm?
We were let inside already, right?
Yes, he opened the door.
Alright.
He invited you in.
Grayson will go one moment, and he'll, because he's carrying Nocturna.
Oh,
he'll go
that's
over
right.
to
Then I would have asked Paige. Then I would have asked Paige. I
put
forgot about that.
Nocturna in a chair.
Nocturna is now slumped over the nearest table.
As Grayson is doing that and Lucius is in the car, Gallon would go over to the lady. I'm sorry, Morgan, was it?
Oh yes, you can call me Granny if you like. Everyone does.
Okay, Granny. Thank you so much for your assistance and for the pies. And hands her from himself 3 gold pieces. No, make it 5. Make it 5 gold pieces. And I hope this is sufficient and generous enough for you.
Oh dearie me. Oh no, that's quite all right. I don't actually take monetary payment for my foodstuffs. I do appreciate.
I insist. Your generosity was most welcomed.
Oh well, if you're going to be such a silver-tongued lad, very well. But next time, trade.
The funny thing is, he is too. Sorry, with a touch of gray in his hair and his beard.
But next time, a simple trade of goods would be perfectly okay. All right, I take most sundries and rare herbs if you can find them. And if you're ever in the area, you can visit the windmill over yonder up the hill for some fresh pies. Me and my sisters make them.
Grayson now walks over to the cart and he goes, all right, lizard boy, let's go.
All right, while you're doing that, Lily was trying to talk to the innkeeper.
Oh my god!
You try to pick him up and falls right back on again.
He okay, I assumed that meant he fell off the cart.
And the innkeeper says, well, The deluxe, the basic room, I have 2 levels. I have 2 very basic rooms which have 3 beds each, kind of cramped with no accoutrements. I have one basic room that has 3 beds and desk and dresser for longer stays, better beds. I have a basic room with 2 beds but also chair to sit in and fireplace. I have basic room with large fluffy bed and trundle bed for little child, and I have 2 deluxe rooms that are connected by bathroom that you can take bath in. That one has 2 single beds in the one room and one large double bed with 2 comfy chairs in other room.
Hmm.
Uh, you, you're basically dragging him.
Lily
His
gets kind of distracted by like,
Not-
what are you two doing to
his
him?
horns are screeching against the ground as you drag him, like.
Are you dragging him by his feet?
Lily Page,
Lily's gonna try to help here because she's like, what are you doing?
I also try to help with a 17. I also had a -1.
Okay, Callan manages to help save this. Now you're 3-man carrying Lizard Boy.
I find it funny that the 2 characters with a -1 strength did so much better than one with a positive strength.
The innkeeper kind of looks concerned, and he's like, anyway, which rooms do you want?
Paige,
I'll,
would
Yes.
you like to share the deluxe room with the bath, and we can ensure that Lily is fit for tomorrow. I'll pay the gold.
I do not require sleep, although certain maintenance would be appreciated.
I'm sure there's a good chair in that room.
if you two want the one with 2 beds, I'll take the one with this bed and take the two unconscious people with me for the other deluxe room.
I will be in whatever room Miss Lily is in, which I do hope is not in the same room as full-grown men. She
No,
stares
no,
pointedly at the dudes.
just I. It would just be I.
Very well then.
Alright, so that covers 1, 2, 3, 4. It covers 5 of you. And what of? And he motions at Gallon.
Who's left now? It's me and. Oh, so it'd just be me because Paige says
Yes,
not taking a room.
You don't
Yeah.
get a bath.
I have the 2 unconscious people in my room. I'm just gonna throw them in a bed together.
Yes.
Wake up tunneling.
Also, sorry that you're being unconscious, Nocturna.
Gallon will just take one of the single rooms then. If there was one, I don't remember.
There was a room that had 2 beds that was a simple room. It had like a regular big bed and then a trundle bed next to it, but yeah.
Grayson just wants a bath.
Alright then, right this way. I will take you to I'm sorry, Granny Morgan. If you want to go take the regular buyers to the kitchen, Joanna can give you the payment. Oh, thank you, dearie. I have to reset my cart up and check for stress seams first, but I'll be along shortly. Thank you.
Oh, are you concerned that we may have damaged your cart?
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. You can never be too careful. It's a very long walk back to the windmill, and I really don't want to break down halfway there before leaving town, where somebody could possibly help me if there was something wrong with the cart.
Better safe than sorry.
Understood. Let me see if I could take a look at that, if you don't mind.
Oh, certainly. It's going to take a little bit to set back up again, but definitely, if you want to come over here with me, I can set it up and you can have a look. And she starts setting it up again.
And I'll be looking for like any load-bearing parts, like the main frame of it, the dolly of the
Investigation check.
wheels. All right, that's a +2.
So a 3. Cool.
To a 7. But my intention, like, while I'm investigating, even if I see something or not, because like she showed concern,
Mm-hmm.
is while investigating, I did want to just like cast mending, which
Okay.
the components include verbal, semantic, and material.
So you don't see anything wrong with it, but when you cast mending, you do hear a click and a pop, and the cart, although you didn't notice it, rights itself on the right-hand side a bit more, indicating that perhaps the axle had been thrown out of alignment by the sheer weight of Dragon Boy.
Ah, okay.
And
Yeah, it was
it's
more so. Oh shit, that takes a minute to cast. So I imagine, like, yeah, that does, like, in the entire time I'm inspecting it, looking for all the suspected parts of damage. I'm kind of going through the um quote unquote ritual of casting mending. I forgot that's a minute long casting time.
that's
Yep.
much better. And
Well, there you go. I hope that helped.
oh yes, thank you. I've got to gather up the pies for the daily trip now. Uh, you ought be careful about what houses you go into. There's parts of Barovia that aren't exactly the most friendly to outsiders. You need to be more careful.
Thank you for the warning, young lady.
Oh, you stop! She bashfully bats at you.
Have a great day, ma'am.
You too, dearie. And Arik, the innkeeper, is motioning for you to follow him as he heads for his staircase.
You know what?
Mhm.
I'm gonna take Nocturna first. He grabs Nocturna.
That's probably a good idea.
Considering you literally dropped Mr. Scales.
Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, now I've got to fucking turn on the stuff here. Turn on Fog of War again. I didn't know that we'd be going to this map so soon, because unlike the last group, you didn't break into it.
You're never gonna let me
No.
live that down.
It's forever now.
I do not regret, and the end result was still amicable enough.
Yeah.
Enough is a key word there.
Enough is the key word there.
Throw me in the trash. I don't mind.
Trash. I'd say by now you've had enough time for a short rest for how long it took to get you here. So if you want to, Nocturna, you can roll a hit dice so that you can gain consciousness again if you want to, unless you want to remain unconscious and get stuffed in a bed.
While Grayson is carrying him, he comes like awake.
I'll just take it. I'll just be. It's nice to be pampered. I'm having a sweet dream about holding Lucy, and we're on like a beach, and it's just really nice. We're on the Sword Coast. We're right outside Candlekeep, just watching the ships go by.
Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away.
Paige is cracking me up.
Oh god.
I'm
Grayson looks taken into my own. The love triangle begins.
I feel like Gallon would definitely, or not Gallon. I feel like Lucius would definitely be trying to like wake up as soon as possible, considering
Probably.
the state he was previously. So
Probably, but I kind of wanted to give, since you said Lewis was coming, I wanted to give him a chance to, be able to play his character when he.
He said he may,
wake
but I
up.
do have instructions for him.
Okay.
It is dark.
I know.
It is lighter now.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking if he thinks he'll be able to join late. He said that was a maybe. Anyways,
Bunch of drama.
Also, Austin, it looks like your name is like Grayson Austin, but like your
Oh.
nickname is the Hunter, so it's like Grayson the Hunter Austin.
I changed my sheet, but it to Grayson the Hunter, but it didn't change my token, which is fine.
I think you have to do that under settings, audio, video, and then video display
They're two
or
different.
something.
They're two different things. It's the token name.
Mm. Or personalization and display, maybe. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I do this. Lily, Lily, Lily.
mm-hmm.
Does it change it? Nope. Okay, gave up.
Mm-hmm. Hold on 1 second. Gotta patch Auric in. Paste. There we go. Alrighty, so Auric opens the first door here with a key that's on a little ring of keys that he's got to reveal two four-poster beds with drawable curtains on them. They are singles. And then he points at the other little door that's in the room and says, that goes to the adjoining bathroom. And then he goes down here to open this room right here up. This is the adjoining room and the bathroom right there, of course. You can access both rooms through the bathroom, but they can also both be locked from the inside to lock other party out of bathroom on your side if you need to.
High class, having to lock 2 doors in a bathroom.
Yes, and then for last person, you said you wanted one more single room, yes? I do not have more single room specific, but I have a room with a large bed and tiny bed. It is more common room, not deluxe room.
Okay, thank you.
That will be this way. And he moves down this hallway, and he opens door at the end of it to reveal a another large bed and a small trundle bed next to it, obviously meant for if a child was staying with their parents. This
Lily,
one has this.
Did Lily say there was a room for her? I can't remember.
This one
Yeah,
has.
she's sharing one with Wilhelmina.
This one has no adjoining bathroom. If you need to bathe, you will have to use one in the deluxe room that your friends has. The bathroom, and he comes back around the corner again. The bathroom that is in this room is tub only. If you need to use other bodily facilities, it is on first floor, underneath a staircase going up. If door is open, is available. If door is shut, is occupied.
And then, thank you so much. What was your name again, sir?
I am Auric. I am innkeeper here. Not owner, just innkeeper.
Grayson throws Nocturna on the bed.
My assumption is A-R-R-E-K.
A-R-I-K.
A-R-I-K, okay. Auric.
Nocturna
Cool.
is now princess style upon the bed, waiting for their prince to kiss them awake.
Wait, how did you rotate my... Is that a thing?
Yes.
Oh, wait, you
Yeah.
can do... Never mind.
It's a little thing that sticks upward from your token.
So that is 2 gold for the 2 deluxe rooms and 10 silver for the regular basic room. So that will be 2 gold, 10 silver per night that you stay.
Sir?
Unless you wish to move to more basic rooms after your baths. Then tomorrow I can make arrangements for that, as I have 3 bedrooms in basic style on both sides of hallway.
Thank you, sir.
Did he explain that to me as well?
Yeah, yours is a 10 silver room though, so you've got the cheapest room.
Which is still 1 gold, right?
10 silver.
Which equals
Oh, that's
1
nothing. We're
gold.
loaded.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're fine. I forgot.
I was about to say, like, which equals 1 gold.
Sorry, I meant 1 silver. 1 silver. Apologies.
Okay, I was like, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's not 1,000 silver, or
No, it's not World
big
of
wow.
Warcraft rules. It's not World of Warcraft rules. Sorry, unfortunately.
Oh, is that what you were
Good
thinking?
deal. 10 silver instead of 1 gold.
Yeah, sorry. My
Grayson-
brain refers to World of Warcraft gold rules sometimes, where it takes 100 copper to make 1 silver and 100 silver to make 1 gold.
Yeah,
meant
I was
1
very
silver.
confused. I was
Yeah.
very. I was like,
Yeah, no, Gallon.
Okay.
It's 2 gold, 1 silver for the evening.
Grayson, I got you, ladies, and hands the innkeeper 2 gold.
Yep, and Gallon will
grateful.
offer his 1 silver with like 2 copper for tip.
You just keep running back and down the hallway. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, this was more so like when he was if he was describing it to Gallon and then paying while this was happening.
Yeah, no, I
Instead of
understand
the
that.
running. Yeah.
That's for comedy.
Run!
Run, Eric,
This is
run.
your exercise. Earn your copper, boy. No. Oh god, that sounds so much worse than intended.
He's as
Oh,
old as
God.
Gallon is, at least.
My question is, but who looks older, Gallon or Grayson? Because Grayson's hair is completely gray.
Do his features look old, though?
Do you
Would
have
you
the
describe
Steve
his
Martin
picture-
curse?
Would you
Yeah, the
describe
Steve
his
Martin
picture as
curse.
old looking?
I would describe your features as what they were prior to the incident. Just really pale.
He essentially
Gray.
looks like the reference image I use.
Excellent, then. Yeah, no, I would say that Gallon probably looks older than you.
For anyone curious, the token does not look like Gallon. Reference image is younger looking Hades from Hades Town.
Yeah, you need to possibly actually give me a token that looks like you at some point.
I intend to draw it once I get the motivation and free time because I work almost every day.
Okay. Alright, Arik says, shall I send up breakfast for you once it is ready? We don't usually start cooking until after the pie delivery, since we usually serve it with most breakfasts.
Yes, sir. Please.
Excellent. Of course, it comes with the room. And food is same. If you need drinks, though, that are of a more alcoholic nature, that is separate.
Thank you.
Maybe we
Excellent.
can get liquor.
And he gives you a bow and he goes downstairs.
Actually, probably famished. Gallon's probably gonna be in his room. He's also very exhausted. It
Okay.
might have been not
Yeah.
that very long since he slept, but that last encounter was just took it out of him. He's gonna eat maybe a quarter, maybe a half of the meat pie from earlier, and start crashing. And before like getting ready to go to bed, he'd use one of the teeth they found that was made into a sending stone. It's like, are we going to need anything, or is it okay for me to just hit the hay?
Paige is gonna respond with her toothstone. We shouldn't require anything for the rest of the night. If you require the facilities for your organic needs, knock first.
I think most of us have been prestidigitated, right?
If not, then yes.
Prestidigitate, while a lovely spell, is nothing
Like
compared
a
to a
bath.
nice hot bath.
Yeah. It's the emotional support of a warm bath water that you get.
Yeah.
Lily, would you like to take the first bath?
But
Can you guys keep an eye on Lucy and Nocturna? I don't like that they're in a room with Grayson and he kills things.
It's fine. We will
As
watch.
you wish, young mistress. And, Paige is gonna wait for Grayson to come out and then go inside the room.
Jason will literally be like, the room's for them. I'm going downstairs for a drink. Get me when the bath is open.
Thank you.
As you request.
And
Lily
Bruce.
glares at him the whole time.
And Paige is gonna stand by the bed and stare at Nocturna.
What did I do?
She's about to watch you.
Lucius,
And Lucy.
You gotta literally watch.
Lucy actually, shortly after being laid down, or not very long after, with a short rest, probably completing, kind of wakes up with a start. Where are we? Where's Lily?
And
Is
Lily
Lily okay?
comes running in and goes, "Hi!"
Paige
Can I
looks up
roll
at
that
him.
hit dice to wake up now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Paige looks up at him. She was about to say something, and then hi.
What
I'm
is the
glad you're
hit dice again?
awake.
Oh, 1d8. Derp.
Lily, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm glad that you're awake, because I didn't want to leave you alone with him.
Ooh, with who?
The
Alright, gotta get in character.
Yeah, looks around, sees Nocturne.
Well, no,
That-
not Nocturna with Grayson, but Grayson went to go drink. Which
And
is
then
good, 'cause you
seeing
can lock him
Nocturna
out.
is again very worried, like, oh shit, what happened to Nocturna?
As it happens, we ran into some obstacles when we were exiting the establishment.
A house fell on your head.
Quite so.
Nocturna bolts awake and almost bumps into Paige, talking in his thick, underdark accent. No, not the. Wait, hold on. No, not the. I can't do it. Why is it
Crikey.
Scottish?
Crikey.
Corky, mate, not the scarf. Not the scarf. When he almost died. Oh. I have like
Nocturna!
practice this. Oh God, where are we?
I don't know. Look,
Paige is gonna reach out and pat him on the head in a very stiff manner and just say,
You almost died. Congratulations, you did not.
He
We
looks
are
down at himself.
Blood Brain Tavern.
Is that really what it's called?
No.
blood brain,
No.
and it's safe here.
Yeah, and I got you pies. Hold on. And she runs back in to go grab her basket, and then runs back out and gives you both a meat pie.
Ooh, pie.
Fuck yes.
Lucius will definitely start eating into this thing.
Nocturna follows suit. Fuck yeah, mate.
The people of this establishment seem to be less receptive to outsiders of certain races and creeds. As such,
Yeah.
I would suggest not making the small talk with them.
Grayson said you got the disease.
And looks at Lucy.
Can actually no. He would insight that. Let's see what's his insight.
I'm not listening.
No, yeah, no, but see if he can well, if he understood it or if he actually thinks like something's wrong with him. Is
Like
that
the
insight?
downstairs drinking, causing a bar fight.
What kind of roll would that be for Lucius?
That's an insight roll, you said.
Okay, I guessed insight, but I wasn't sure. No, I'm gonna roll this die for him. A 14, which is modified down to a 13.
You don't think you're diseased. Did you get skill rot? No, it looks fine. Grayson says weird stuff.
Okay, alright, well, I feel fine. Alright, well, as long as they took me in, I guess.
I do not believe you are diseased. I think it was a ploy, as they were previously referring to you as mongrel folk.
Mongrel folk?
Yeah, that's what the mean things that. Remember when you first came in and I tried to hit you with a slingshot and I hit Grayson and that should have been a sign that I should hit Grayson more. And I thought maybe you were mongrel folk, but you said that you are dragonborn.
Yeah, okay. Still not
Mongrel
sure what
folk
that
are
is.
not nice.
Okay, well, good to know. I'll try to avoid the townspeople then.
As it is,
Are-
anybody who does not appear human is often mistaken for mongrel folk or monsters.
Well, Lily, though, you okay?
Yeah.
Did you get
okay.
hurt?
A little bit. I was going to take a bath, but then you woke up.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
Are you
shit.
sure-
What happened to my head?
You got hit by a house too.
Oh, ugh, the house. What happened to the house?
It hit you. I just said that.
It
Like,
was partially collapsing on our way out.
I really need to practice this accent because I keep laughing and it
You must laugh in the accent. That's what it is.
Crikey. That house
Laughs
really
in
hit me a
Austria.
banger, didn't it?
Ugh. Nocturna's gonna reach out and pat Lily on the head. Thanks for pulling me out, little one.
Yeah, Grayson was having some difficulties, but I managed to use my strength to help get you guys here.
Wow.
This is what happens when you go drink.
But no, actually, where is the lie, though?
Grayson carried Nocturna effortlessly.
Should I roll insight or try to see if I fall for the lie?
Okay, when it
That's
comes
up to
Lucy,
you.
Lie.
If you rolling insight means that you're not sure if you believe her, so you kind of stare at her. Are you not sure if you believe her? Yeah, she's definitely kind of fabricating the truth. She definitely helped, but not as much as she's making it out to be.
Well, Nocturna knows that she's got something going on, and he's not gonna ask questions because he's a weirdo himself. But like, he'll play along.
She wasn't lying about helping. You think she's kind of overselling how much more she did than Grayson, though.
Yeah, and I was confusing Nocturna with Lucius in terms of who she was helping.
Well, since
I
they're
helped
both
both.
awake,
True.
since they're both awake, Paige is gonna nod and excuse herself and say, "I will go prepare a bath for Miss Lily while you catch up." She's gonna go light a fire and clean the bathtub and get a nice steamy bath going for her.
It's a pretty cool looking bathtub. It appears to have a chute that comes from the ceiling where rainwater is presumably collected on the roof so that you can fill the tub. And then there is a small furnace underneath of it and plenty of wood and tinder nearby for you to start a fire to heat the water so that you can have actual warm bath water. And a bucket close by with a window that opens and a chute outside of it so you can dump the dirty bath water down there. So you can refill and reuse the tub as often as you need for scrubby purposes. And there are a series of, while not extremely fluffy, extremely large bath towels piled next to the bath for you to be able to use. There looks to be about 7 or 8 of them.
I just
I'm
I just had a revelation that for most of human hygiene history, we were literally boiling ourselves, weren't we?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
No wonder Baba Yaga's a thing.
And being that Paige is the alchemy-y type of artificer, she does in fact have soap. She adds soap.
Yay, so...
It's a bubble bath. And then she comes out a little while later and announces, Miss Lily, your bath is ready.
Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Don't forget to lock Grayson out. And goes and jumps in the bathtub.
All of this Grayson slander.
Grayson is
Wow.
being nice. He bought people a free room. He's leaving everyone alone.
He didn't try to murder a small child when he found out she was a blood-sucking fiend.
And then
Right. He
Paige
killed
will gather.
I call
So-
dibs on second that.
Paige will gather Lily's clothes and bring them to Wilhelmina while she's bathing and be like, "Can you make these clean? Thank you."
Yes.
Oh no, not her sleeves.
Yeah,
No,
her sleeves.
no, you don't have to clean those. They're fine. Crawling under there, and, like grabbing her clothes and like pulling them back in and shoving them underneath the tub or by I don't know where the fire is. Not by, in the fire, but around.
No.
It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to clean that. Thank you.
But no, they must be cleaned.
No, it's okay. I got extra clothes.
As you wish.
Okay.
Paige is suspicious, but it's fine.
Alright.
I got
please,
things in my
I will,
pockets. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I will clean your clothes then, Paige, or what's remnants of them.
Yeah, Paige looks down at this dress that used to be like this super nice Lolita dress, and it's just literally tatters and rags.
Maybe
she
you can
just
sound
looks
of
up-
music something from the curtains.
Paige just looks up at Wilhelmina and stares at her and says,
That will not be necessary.
I understand.
Your efforts are appreciated, however. I must return to guard duty.
Thank you.
Nocturna's he's gonna turn to Lucy and be like, I don't know about you, mate, but I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna hit the hay.
That's you, Galen. You're Lucy right now.
Oh, sorry. I was pouring a drink and responding to a DM. My bad. What happened?
Bedtime.
Nocturna said, I don't know about you, mate, but I'm tired. I'm gonna hit the hay.
Yes. Yeah. I should probably do the same. I'm still in a lot of pain.
I miss my lizard boyfriend. This pale imitation feels like a doppelganger. Get it?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just.
I said maybe you should just wait for Lewis to come so he could play his Lucius.
He hasn't responded to me if he's actually coming back.
Well, then
That
he
was a
could have you
maybe.
sleep until then or something. Anyway,
But
Grayson.
he cuddles. He cuddles Big Spoon to Nocturna.
Perfect.
If Nocturna allows it.
Oh yeah. Do we get a bonus to our long rest healing for that?
Yeah.
Not only if somebody performs a ceremony.
Only.
Well, I mean, allows the Big Spoon unless you're fighting for Big Spoon.
Also, I
Yeah.
sent you something, Aaron, in
Oh.
Discord.
Oh, okay. Grayson. So all the time that this has been going on, you went downstairs to have yourself a nice little drink. You sit at
Yep.
the. Sorry, what's that?
Sorry, the notes in Roll20.
"Sorry, don't worry about it. Go on."
Okay. Yes, you may do that, Cat.
Okay.
I don't. What? Anyway.
Sorry.
Roll20.
Ray just senses a sense of betrayal she does not understand. Anyway, Grayson, you go downstairs. You see Arik behind the bar. He is currently setting up glasses for the daily rush, as it were, that will probably be coming as soon as more people are awake and about. And he gives you a nod and says, yes, sir. What can I bring you?
Can I have a whiskey, please?
Well, to be fair, we don't actually have whiskey here.
What do you have?
We have many different varieties of wine. We have some very, very aged bourbon. And we have a couple of meats.
Suburban works.
Guess who has two, not one, but two alchemists in their party, and guess what alcohol brewing is?
There's actually a actual brewer's supplies that you can
Yeah.
get.
Mhm.
But anyway, Arik pours you a bourbon in a small glass with a nice long stem. It's almost like a wine glass, but slightly smaller. It's like a flute. And he brings it over to your table and sets it there. There
Okay.
you are.
Grayson asks how much, of course,
It will be 5 silver pieces.
and he'll reach in his pocket and pull it out and hand it to him. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Let me know if you need me to grab you anything else or if you need to be topped up.
Will
Liquid
do.
breakfast is quite common around here, he grins.
And Grayson will kind of take a sip of it and then hold it between his hands and just kind of stare in the glass and go in kind of a trance.
Okie dokie. Was just making sure that you didn't want to talk to the innkeeper or anything like that. I didn't want to leave you out
He's
of it.
fine.
Alright. So you go trance-like down there in the bottom. And what's everybody else doing? I know what Lily's doing in the bath. And Wilhelmina's waiting for the next bath. Nocturna and Lucius and Gallon are all passed out. Paige, you're just standing guard, right? I'm assuming that's probably yes, but you are muted.
I sure am. Yeah, no, Paige doesn't technically need to sleep, so she's just gonna stay in the hallway and, guard. She's gonna guard. If Grayson comes near this door, he's not gonna.
It's his room.
I know, but Lily gave orders.
Lily's orders are iron.
Unless he can explain why she shouldn't listen to Lily. It's okay. There's a tiny Betty Dalen's room.
Yeah, we just gotta stay in the kitty bag. That's all.
Grayson literally said, "All I want is the bath. Come and get me when it's ready."
Yeah, you'll get a bath. You'll get a bath.
Eventually. Tomorrow. Next week.
One eternity later.
Fun eternity later. Anywho, after about an hour or so, Lily, the bathwater's starting to get kind of cold. Probably not as great as it was anymore.
Okay. She gets changed into her spare clothes that she has and shoves her stuff in her bag. And kind of sneaks out here and puts a little doll on the chair to keep an eye on the room. And then sees them sleeping and it's like, night night, and then runs back in here into her room. This'll keep them safe, she says. And then goes into Mina and is like, I'm done in the bath. When you're done in the bath, can you maybe help with the thing that you said before when we were in the basement?
Yeah, y con princesa.
Okay. Yeah, take your bath and then we'll do that.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you. I'm gonna
And
go to
then
the bath,
while
and then I'm gonna wash my
I'm
clothes
gonna-
in the bath, and then I'm gonna hang them, and then I'm gonna dry them.
Excellent.
Lily is going to have a snack, and she's going to look at the scrolls that she has that she never really figured out what the scrolls are from the house.
Now, when you say you're having a snack, do you mean your special snack or are you eating the
Yes,
meat pies?
my special snack and eating a little bit of the pie.
Well, actually, after you eat a little bit of the pie, you don't feel you need your special snack.
Huh.
I
like
did
this
not
lady.
accept the pie.
I like this lady.
Yeah.
We might need to go get more pies.
How did the pies taste?
They tasted absolutely delicious. The crust was flaky and absolutely perfect golden brown. It was filled with potatoes, meat, carrots, a little bit of celery, a little bit of turnip, but the turnip and the potatoes were cooked perfectly so that they literally almost disintegrated on the tongue. It was all in kind of a thick, creamy gravy that was flavored with hints of perhaps chicken, perhaps goose fat. You're not really sure which one it was, but whatever it is, it was really good. And there was salt and pepper, and it tasted like the best pie that you have ever had.
Be on Fleet Street.
I'm
Which is
glad I
fine with
was
me.
not the only one thinking that.
Why do I feel like she's a cannibal, baking people into pies?
That was the reference. Sweeney
The
Todd, Fleet Street.
demon,
Oh, right, okay.
demon barber of Fleet Street.
Yeah.
You, sir. Yes, sir. How about a shave?
So, yeah, okay.
No, thank you.
My friends.
And just for reference, Lily did share those pies with you, Nocturna and Lucius. Did either of you eat them?
Oh yeah, Nocturna
Oh,
destroyed his pie.
Lucius scarfed the whole thing down.
They
Gallon
they
ate
had
some too.
manly pie cuddles.
Gallon ate like a quarter or a half. He was more exhausted, but the food was a good idea. But yeah, Gallon ate a little bit of it. He didn't finish it.
Excellent. Good.
Why do I feel like there's probably lousy with parasites in these putnams?
Oh,
Never know.
it's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Should Lily roll an insight that she doesn't need her special snack or something?
Oh, you just.
Not that it's gonna.
You feel full and completely satiated. You don't need an insight on that. You know that you. I guess I
know,
didn't
but
actually
that's
need any blood.
weird. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I guess if you want to do that, it's gonna be more of a nature check.
Okay, because it's like, that's weird that I don't need my special snack. Usually I need it even if I eat something else. But let's see how much she actually pays attention. Wow! Lucky.
So there was one other time when you ate food, you didn't actually need your special snack, and it was when you were eating something referred to as blood sausage. And it was when there was some blood in the meat that you were eating.
I'm gonna
Was
have
that-
to get her recipe.
So I know it's an entirely different meat and different texture, but would that be very similar to what we had at the hot pot place? Aaron and Austin would know what I'm talking about.
You mean the balls? No. Not
No, not the balls.
Oh, the blood
very
jelly.
that blood jelly. It was liver, right?
Oh, the duck
was-
blood? No, it would
Oh
have
yeah,
been.
no, it was just called duck blood. That's right.
Yeah, so the duck blood kind of dissolves into whatever it's put into and like becomes part of it. So yeah, that's kind of what it is when you've got like blood in a pie or blood jelly pie. Yeah, it kind of
You're
dissolves
just
and
making
becomes
hungry.
part of the juices.
I don't know who else had anything like that. It's a very specific kind of food I've never found anywhere else.
Also,
Sorry.
when you're rolling that nature check, are you rolling it after you've already consumed the entire pie, or like when you're halfway through? When are you rolling that?
When I realize I don't need my special snack.
That'll be about halfway through the pie. So you inspect the pie, and I'm gonna DM you really quick.
Okay.
I really want pie. God damn.
Tastes like chicken.
That's unsettling.
It tastes like bacon.
It tastes like imagination.
I may need to ask that lady some questions next time I see her. These scrolls.
Oh, yeah. You do have scrolls to look at. Alrighty.
You have scrolls to look at.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check on your scrolls.
Let's see how great I do. Not great.
Not great at all. It doesn't help though that these are scrolls of a magic which you do not normally know of as well. It seems to be more of a divine-based magic, the scrolls that you currently have.
I'm gonna have to ask Herman about this. Oh, I should write to Herman.
And the remaining part, Mina's in the bathtub. She's gonna be writing to Herman and tell him everything that happened and how she's not very happy with Grayson.
Hey, Grayson.
Yes.
Can you just roll me a perception check really quick?
Sure can. And I have what's it called? Advantage on perception checks that relay on hearing or
Oh, good.
smell. By the way.
Oh, good. For the briefest of seconds, you think you smell that popcorn smell again. And there's just the slightest sense of calliope music in your ears. And it's a lot darker than last time you heard it. And then it's gone.
He looks around out of his trance for a second and shrugs it off and goes back to staring at his drink.
Alrighty. Alright, so Lily, you're writing in your book. Everybody else is resting. Wilhelmina's taking a bath. Wilhelmina, it's been about an hour or so. Are you done in your bath?
I am done in my bath. I am going to go to sleep. And then, because I want a full rest, but I also want to do something else, and I will message you.
Okay, you messaged me. And, Paige, you now hear that there is no more running water in the bath.
Okay, in that case, Paige is gonna go let somebody know because he requested it to be let know.
Downstairs.
That was Grayson that was requesting it.
Yes.
He's
She
downstairs.
gets about here and then she remembers other G name.
It's okay. Her processors took quite a hit.
Actually, yeah, she did get her head caved in like that one time.
Also, Wilhelmina's gonna lock both doors, the bathroom and the hallway door.
Okie dokie. Alright, Paige, you head downstairs to tell Grayson that the bath is ready.
Grayson will get up out of his trance, down his drink, put the empty drink on the bar, and go upstairs to bathe.
You may have to clean the facilities before you use them, but the restroom is now open.
Thank you, and he'll go through the room he purchased to go to the bath.
Paige will let him do this.
Wait, is that a doll on the?
Yes.
Yep, Lily put a doll there when they were sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
For safekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Oh.
Out of character to watch you guys to make sure you're safe.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Need an
let's
adult.
see here.
Lucius
doll?
cuddles
doll.
you
Don't
just
worry
a
about it.
little bit tighter. Lucius cuddles you just a little bit tighter.
Grayson takes a very quick, efficient bath with the soap he has in his inventory. And then, once he's done, he will go back downstairs and sit in a chair and just stare at the wall.
And I'm gonna can Doll watch him sneakily?
Is the doll following him?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a stealth check for the doll.
Let
I'll-
me pull up the stats.
Yeah, I'll get you. Hold on.
And then Aaron, I rolled badly for my thing.
Yeah, you don't really make much progress this go around.
It's fine.
It's
Come
okay.
on, steady.
Yeah. Let me get you spider stats. Or as we like to call them in the game, big black bitey boys.
She's a doll. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. It's definitely a doll. Gosh darn it. Said objects and tokens. You jerk. There you go.
Okay. There you are. Character sheet. She's just getting her legs.
Alright, Grayson, go ahead and roll perception. Yeah, Grayson, as you start to move out of the room to go downstairs, a flicker of movement catches your eye, and you see a doll that's in a beautiful white, almost gossamer web-like dress skitter across the floor underneath the bed, and looks like it's following you.
He will keep an eye on it and let it follow him down the stairs.
He's gonna stay out of reach.
Are you pretending that you don't know it's following you?
Yes.
She's still gonna stay out of reach. Because that's what she was told to do. Because Lily knows what happens to dolls around Grayson.
Alright, I can't split you between more than one place at the same time.
That's fine.
But your doll is watching Grayson.
And Paige is gonna stay in the room as long as Grayson's in the bathroom, but after he's done with the bathroom, she's gonna step outside and guard the door again.
Alrighty.
Should we tell Gallon about the bath?
Gallon said he needed rest, but that's up to you guys.
And she didn't specifically request being alerted to bathroom. He just said he's going to sleep.
Gallon just said, "Is it okay for me to sleep?" And then it wasn't a definitive yes, but wasn't a no, so he basically went to sleep, and you haven't heard from him since.
Great.
Oh no, he's been killed by Grayson. Alright, so am I to assume everybody's taking this time to have a nice long rest?
Yes.
See.
I mean, yeah.
Alrighty. You guys take a nice long rest. You go ahead and get all your hit points, all your spell slots back. It's about 6 to 8 hours later when you guys start waking up, which is about early to mid-afternoon. And Grayson, you probably were up before everybody else.
Yeah, he only needs to stare at the wall for 4 hours, and then he's good.
So,
breakfast was delivered.
say, what do you say, Wilhelmina?
Breakfast was delivered hours ago.
breakfast was in fact delivered hours ago, and you were given oatmeal and more of those pies actually, because the innkeeper didn't know you were given pies. Um,
Eating the pies will eat their oatmeal.
mhm. And and there was milk. It tastes kind of like goat's milk actually, and some water that was kind of stale but serviceable. And for Lily, there was a tiny little glass dish with what appears to have pudding in it
Ooh.
with raisins.
Oh. She might kind of push the raisins aside and eat the pudding and see if anybody else wants some of the pudding that has a lot of raisins in it for some reason, and give like the remaining like third of the pudding that has all the raisins to someone if they want it.
Raisins in a
I'll
dessert.
take
This
it.
truly is a horror campaign.
I'll take it.
Oh, but come on, they're nature's candy.
Yeah.
Nature's wrinkled ass.
I would appreciate
See,
some,
oddly enough, even
Okay.
as a child, I never had a problem with raisins. I would eat those little tiny boxes of raisins like
Yeah.
nothing.
They're like
I would eat an entire box, and then somebody told me how raisins are made, and I just could not. Because I was this weird fucking kid that loved biology, right? And I learned about decomposition right off the bat, and I just anything sitting out in the sun that long is obviously decomposing. I'm not eating a great corpse.
Me, Austin, and spiritually Lewis over here with our many bottles of wine. Me and Lewis in particularly buying 15 like a month ago
Mm-hmm. All right.
each.
Okay, so here's what happens. So you guys are all resting. First thing that happens is one that Paige sees, since Paige is basically stationed up here just watching the hallway in case of returning Graysons. The door at the end of the hallway opens to the far side, and a woman exits. She is fairly well dressed. She's got leather armor, and there is a rapier at her side. She is wearing kind of a red and purple ensemble and a striped skirt underneath of her leather armor. And she kind of has some jangly bracelets at her wrists, and you recognize her almost immediately to be of the same tribe that Wilhelmina is. There's a Vistani woman who's walking down the hallway, and she looks at you kind of curiously as you sit positioned in the hallway.
Paige is going to give her head a tilt with a gentle click, and then it clicks twice as her head rights, and then she lifts a hand in what assumed is a wave, except the hand doesn't move, and then she drops it again.
Right then, I will not question it. Alright. Good sitting to you, then? Yes.
And to you as well.
And she's gonna continue to make her way down the stairs, almost tripping over a doll at the bottom of them. Also, Kat, does your doll go for the note that Grayson drops on the floor, or does it continue to just watch as it was ordered?
Just watching as ordered.
Alrighty, cool.
If Lily was aware of it, she would probably say, "Go get the note," but she's asleep right now.
Somebody's left child's plaything here. Oh. Children. And she heads over to a table at one end of the bar and has a seat in a chair facing the room and begins to deal out some cards on the table, seeming to play a game of solitaire with herself. Arik immediately comes over and puts before her a bottle of wine and a glass, as well as a plate of several fresh fruits and vegetables with a little creamy white sauce for dipping, and bows. And she nods at him imperiously, and then he scooches away. A couple other individuals come in as well over the morning. There's a few townsfolk. You see at one point what looks like a young gentleman with haggard features come, and he actually takes his seat at the bar itself, and he starts heavily drinking almost immediately. And then you see two other women who look like they might actually be related to the first that you saw come down the stairs, come and sit at the table near her. Oops, wrong one. And they appear to become engaged in a very deep conversation in a language that you do not understand.
Grayson just kind of watches as he's there drinking his second drink.
Okay. Alrighty. Then everybody's rest passed uneventfully, and it's now mid-afternoon. And y'all are fresh and bushy-tailed, probably sore in a couple of places, but nothing that time won't heal.
Gowan's going to get up, realize he kind of slept in his clothes and didn't actually get ready for bed. Not really needing to like actually get ready for being like for the afternoon. Is going to start making their way towards where the bath is to clean up and have a bath to feel better, not just necessarily to clean. Hello, Paige. What time is it now? It's hard to tell outside with the mists and the lack of sun.
He just muted.
It sure is muted. Hello, Galen. The bath should be unoccupied as of current, though it may need a cleaning before you use the facilities. By my counting, it would appear to be noon or somewhat after the noon.
Well, thank you very much. Is anyone else up yet you're aware of?
I am not aware of anyone else being conscious at this time.
Alright, thank you. We'll do a quick knock on the door to be polite. I don't know if Lucius is awake, but is Nocturno awake?
And then Paige is gonna go ahead and just open the door for you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Is Nocturno awake?
As the door
Correct.
opens after I knock on it.
Yeah, she watches you knock, she stares at you, and then just opens the door while maintaining eye contact.
You open the door to the sight of a lizard snuggling a not lizard man.
In his normal restful sleep, he's reverted to his normal elf-like appearance because this is how I roll. So he's gonna wake up and see the strange sight outside the door, look over at Lucius, lean over, kiss Lucius on the head, and then look up at them. Is it morning already?
Paige is gonna do her snake neck thing and stick her head in the door above Galen and say,
It is in fact afternoon.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm just here for the bath.
Whatever, come on in. I'm gonna go get drunk.
I will be there behind eventually.
Paige retracts her head.
Just the mental image.
I'm just hearing like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like it's clockwork on gear. Oh my god.
Literally.
It's almost like the transformer noise, like.
You don't understand. She can extend her head and all of her limbs 6 feet outward in any direction.
Inspector Page. Inspector Page. God, that's a
Jesus.
throwback.
Is the doll still near the stairs, or is it downstairs?
The doll is downstairs currently.
Do I need to
Also,
roll
Paige-
this?
Paige would have seen Lily going by and she would have said, "Good morning, Miss Lily."
Good morning. And Lily went downstairs and picked up the doll, and then the note as she walked by Grayson, and sits down and stares at him from across the room with her doll.
Nocturna's gonna go downstairs, find a corner to put his back into, and just people watch.
And Lucius, in very much Lewis fashion, is going to sleep in. He'll wake up after like 10, 12 hours of sleep.
Grayson's just sitting there sipping his bourbon and reading a book.
Lily will pull out her book.
Oh yes.
Battle of the Books.
Oh my god.
Misha, I did send you what the note says.
Yes,
so you
yes,
know.
I saw it. Remind me, what's your languages again, Kat?
Roll to see if the innkeeper notices the title of Lily's book.
Well,
English is deep speech.
Sorry, what was that, Kat?
Probably nothing. Common, Barovian common, Vistani, fiendish, and deep speech.
Okay, you don't understand the note.
Lily's going to ritual cast comprehend languages.
All right, you now understand the note.
And she glares at Grayson. She does kind of the. Hold on, let me pull up the thing that she's going to do. Also, now that she has comprehend languages and understands Vistani in general, can she hear them at all if they're loud enough to be heard?
They are definitely loud enough to be heard. They don't appear to be discussing anything untoward, mostly just the weather. One of them is bemoaning a bad deal that she got on curtains for the inn the other day. From the talk, you gather that those three actually might be the owners of the inn.
Wow.
Yeah, but nothing untoward, just general everyday talk. And Arik
Okay, then she's going to be pretty much ignoring them then.
Okay. And Arik approaches you as you come up to the bar nocturne, and he's like, good morning, sir. It is good to see that you are conscious. Last time I saw you, you were over shoulder. What can I get for you?
Is he? We're not going to comment on the shape shifting.
Well, he didn't really see very much of you other than the long black hair. You were over his shoulder.
Fair.
And probably wearing the same clothes, considering you didn't get to change while unconscious.
Yeah.
Not yet. Wait, just the only. Well,
Oh my god, I just realized Lucius got put to bed in heavy armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just realized that. Goddamn.
It's okay. He is scales. He's not gonna chafe.
You'd think scales would chafe more.
Would they? I don't know. I don't have scales.
Chafing is friction. Scales have sharp edges.
Ooh.
Well, it's not like plate. It's not plate mail on skin. There's like the clothing underneath it
We're
to
gonna have
make
to
sure
like
you don't chafe.
we're gonna have to rub his scales with melted butter. I've seen it in a survival show.
I don't think any of the other characters want to know what you two do when no one's looking.
I definitely
Whoa,
don't
whoa.
wanna know.
She's taking notes silently.
The next time Galen comes out of the bath, he just sees Lucius and Nocturne having a butter party.
Oh God!
God fucking damn it! Why? Why do you have to do it every fucking time?
He walks out and he just sees Nocturna being like, I can be anything you want me to be.
I don't know when you're drinking things, Rob. I'm so sorry.
That's great.
This time it was 7-Up and vodka. It burns.
Oh
I
God!
don't know when you're drinking things. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What are you drinking while we're joking?
God.
Seems like a bad
Yeah.
decision.
You know when I'm involved in a conversation, this is gonna happen. You should learn just to not drink when I'm talking.
You make bad personal decisions, Rob. Anyway,
Are you okay?
so
I can't
Arik
believe
goes
it.
to Nocturna. Oh, it's nice to see you are not damsel in distress now. What can I get for you?
I'm sorry.
Nocturna laughs like we are, slightly. And he's like, just give me whatever is the most popular.
Ah, that will be specialty of house. And he goes and he gets a bottle of a red wine and he brings it over and he pours you a glass of it.
What do I do?
That will be 1 silver.
Well, that's nothing. Nocturna will hand over the silver, lift up his goblet, and sip from it while people watching. Mostly what Lily and Grayson are doing.
You see Lily and Grayson in a deadly staring match.
You also see my lovely book.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Should I
Is it-
share
is it
that
the-
with them?
Yeah, you know exactly which book it is that she's got.
Oh no! Wait, it's the one right from the library.
Everybody knows which one. It's got rippling pectorals on the front.
Oh my God,
Where
okay.
did you find this? And please tell me you drew it.
I drew plus with reference from there's a romance novel with basically the same cover. So
Oh,
Oh
where
my
is
God,
it? Link
yes.
Hang on. I've got you. Hang on.
Oh, there it is.
You need to show this image. Aaron.
it. Yep, it's happening. Hold on. There we go.
I need to see this.
Fur and fang. passions and
I rolled Arcana again. I'm still in the room doing things.
I'm
There
gonna
it is.
burn my nose so much for these D&D games. I'm gonna have no more nose hair left.
Oh my God! Why does it look like the Joker?
I wanted
No
to ask
reason.
that, but I didn't at the same time. Anyway, so yeah, 21. You make a little bit of progress. It's probably going to take several days,
Yep.
but you make some progress.
If can Nocturna openly sees the book, right?
Yep.
He's gonna stand up after downing his goblet, even though it's his morning. He's gonna set it down, stroll across the tavern, very strict fatherly like. He's gonna walk up. He's gonna walk up to Lily and be like, "Excuse me, little one, but can I borrow your book?" don't
No,
know
I
why I'm-
remember what you did the last time you tried to touch my book. And she hides it from him.
He's gonna look at her and be like, "Thank you for your time," and he's gonna go back to drinking. He tried.
Your goblet is already refilled by the time you get back.
Beautiful. He's gonna need it.
Arik knows good service. After he finishes refilling yours, you hear a clanking of a flagon on the other side of the bar, and he hurries over to the rather haggard-looking young man, and he's like, "Ismark, you maybe have had enough? Enough!
Oh no.
I will tell you when I have had enough. It is definitely not right now, not with my house in the state that it is. You will give me another. Now, Ismark, is maybe a good idea to slow down for your sister's sake. Uh, I don't think one more is going to hurt my sister. You can give me one more, and then we think about it. Oh, dang. Uh, we'll see you when you get back, Paige, maybe.
Yep. Also, Gowan will finish his bath within like by an hour. I don't know when that would be though.
Okie dokie. So it's definitely not yet.
Okay, I figured, but I just wanted to throw that out there since a little time has passed.
Yeah, no, it was like 5 minutes, but
Oh wow. Okay.
it's like been 5 minutes. Anyway,
5 really long minutes.
5 really long minutes. Well, you spent like 20 laughing about stuff. Anyway, yeah, Grayson, you come up behind this person?
Well, yeah, kind of to like the side, like along this way, not directly behind him.
And he's got kind of dirty blonde hair. He's dressed in clothing that looks like it has seen better days, but is definitely of pretty rich fabric and quality. He kind of sits, even while drunk, with sort of the posture of a young lord. His face, while young, is haggard, possibly from drinking, possibly from stress, or combination of both. And his skin is kind of sallow and sickly looking.
Grayson will kind of clear his throat and I hear you're having. I was like, why don't we get you a water and how about you tell me what's going on with your house? Maybe I can help.
Persuasion?
Sure.
These do-gooders. Drinks more wine.
Persuasion. Oh, he's not very good at persuading.
Probably has something to do with Lily glaring at him like he's evil over the shoulder.
He's still got Bane on him.
If you are not buying me a drink, then I do not think you can help me.
I mean, I'm pretty good at fixing up monsters and ghosts and all that. If that's what's helping you in your house.
Unless you wish to kill the Count himself up in his big castle. And you see Arik kind of cringe behind the bar. I do not think you will be very much help to me. The vampire making eyes at my sister. My father is dead. I do not know how I'm going to get her to Vallaki with all the bats of the hell fire on our ass britches. You do not look like you can handle that, buddy, but you can definitely handle getting me drink or getting me out of sight. Get you out of... Yeah. What I said!
And this guy's sloshed.
What's that intelligence check for, Lily?
I wanted to figure out if Lily could figure out who he is.
That would be more of a history check.
Okay. Nope.
Well, you have advantage because you live here. Oh. You have only seen him like twice before, and it's when you were delivering letters to the burgomaster's house.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the burgomaster must have just died then.
Yeah, that's his son. That's his son Ismark. He never really talked to you, but you've had letters addressed to him before that you've delivered, although usually his much more charismatic sister is the one that you speak with. Or sometimes his very worried, very mousy father.
Grayson will kind of shrug him off and go like, I think you may have had enough, sir, but if you need a ear for your
You have
problems,
had
I'll
enough.
listen.
Enough of this Bolshevik. That is what you have had enough of, sir. And he falls off his stool and starts snoring. There he goes again, Ismark, drinking till he is no more, says one of the women in the corner. Ah, yes, poor little Ismark, he is having a terrible year. Don't be silly, he is most eligible bachelor now. He will be new burgomaster after all. Who would marry that?
Uh, Grayson will then step over the drunkard and kind of approach the table, and he'll go, Do you mind telling me what he was mumbling about?"
The three kind of exchange a look at each other before the center one nods. Ah, yes, we will give this for free. Ismark over there, his family's fallen on hard times. Yes, says the one to the right. His sister, adoptive no less, has caught the eye of the Count, and we all know. Yes, yes, says the one on the left. We all know what the Count wants, and the Count gets is that there is nothing for it. Irina will go to him. Or he will take her, whichever happens first. She is feisty, very feisty.
Count, meaning, I forgot, meaning Strahd?
Yes. Count Strahd von Sarovich, master of these lands.
And the reason I'm here. And Grayson just kind of shakes his head and says thank you and walks back towards where his seat was.
Would Nocturne have been able to hear that whole conversation?
Oh, yeah. Whole thing.
He's gonna need another goblet of wine.
And Eric rushes over to top you on up.
He's Nocturne is gonna look. You said Eric's his name or Orc?
Eric. Arik. Eric.
He's gonna look at Eric and look around at the room. He's gonna lean in. He's gonna like, how long has this Count von Stroheim guy been in charge?
Eric looks at you a little bit strangely. He's like, oh, that is right. You are probably not from around here. Forever?
Wait, you're serious?
Yeah, several thousand years. That can't. I haven't been alive the whole time. So I am only 54. So it's a really long time. Great, etc. Far back in generations. Yeah, very far back. At least the millennia or so.
Nocturne kind of looks at him and blinks, smiles and says thank you, and then he's gonna get up and go. He's gonna go over to Grayson real quick. Oh man. He's gonna walk up to Grayson, put his hand on the back of his chair, and lean in. And can I DM through Roll20 or should I do it on Discord?
Oh, you can DM through either way. I would suggest doing it on Discord though.
Okay, because he's gonna lean in and whisper something to him. It's Austin, right?
Yeah, Austin Osmify.
Yes. Okay, give me a second. Should I roll to see if he wants to keep this hidden?
Like for your if your character wants to keep this hidden.
Yeah, like if he doesn't want Lily to overhear it or anyone else in the bar to overhear it, he's gonna whisper to Grayson.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna need to roll stealth versus Lily's perception.
Oh yes, dexterity and stealth, the things I'm not great at.
No, you
Wait.
can. You can actually roll. You can actually roll. Okay.
Hold on a
You
second.
don't need to apply that heavy armor penalty to it because you're not moving to talk. So it's a 19 stealth for you.
What about doll's perception? How I do that?
Well, if you're focusing through the doll, then you won't be
No,
able to.
like she can listen too, can't she?
Yeah, she can listen too. So you just
Uh,
that's wisdom for the doll. Yeah, no.
Nope, we don't hear it.
Yeah, Nocturna
Yes.
Nocturna whispers well enough that you do not hear.
Thank you. Character motivations intensifies.
We, quietly DM each other back and forth. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, I didn't realize I thought I was messaged or talked to, spoken to. Sorry.
No. It has been about 20 minutes now, though, Galen, if you're not done bathing yet. I don't know how long you wanted to take bathing.
It was close to, it was like 30 to an hour, probably closer to the hour side because he's also using this to relax and rejuvenate instead of just.
Oh, well, then you got a while longer.
Yep.
Alright, well, while Grayson and Nocturna are whispering together, and Lily, you are unable to hear what they're saying. Do you want to do anything, Lily?
Lily is not very happy that she can't hear, and is like, It's like, I don't know. So she's gonna write in her book and just write to Herman, because if they're gonna whisper, I'm gonna whisper things to Herman. I'm gonna tell him things.
Okie doke.
She's gonna keep writing and just glare at them for whispering.
We're gossiping.
You write the little
We're
glare.
gossiping.
You write the little glare.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was kind of updating Austin from my notes.
Also, I'm writing about what I also heard regarding the Burger Man and this dude and what they said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Herman would respond to that or not.
Probably not right this very moment.
That's okay. I just...
Sorry, Bud.
What was that you're saying, Nocturna?
Nocturna's just gonna get a big grin on his face and go back across the bar to his seat.
Another glass, sir.
Nocturna's so happy, he's going to lift his glass up and said, "A round for everyone in the bar, whatever they want on me."
Well, one of them is unconscious, and the other three on the
Well-
place.
Well, now that I've successfully made an ass of myself, yes, I'll just take an...
Oh, all right then. And he pours you a glass of wine, and he hurries over to give Grayson another glass of bourbon. And Lily, he stops by you and is like, do you want some milk, little one?
Can I have another pie?
Oh, yes, of course, there are still some left over from the breakfast. And he goes and he gets you another pie.
Thank you. Does she come back? I want to ask her for her recipe.
You'll be hard pressed in getting Morgan's recipe. I've been after that for years. When that biddy kicks the buckets, everybody's going to be very disappointed.
I think I might know what's in it, but I want to ask her to be sure.
You'd be the first to guess correctly. I've not been able to figure it out forever. I've tried to replicate it, I don't know how many times. But they are extremely good, and I cannot figure out how to do the recipe. So we just kind of gave up, and we trade with her every morning for more pies. She'll probably be back tomorrow morning. Although she did leave a lot more than usual, so maybe morning after.
And she lives up in the windmill?
Yes, it is further up the road, a couple miles out of the village. I don't know why she walks that every day. One would think horse and cart would be much better, but she does. So yes, her and her two sisters, they live at the windmill. They make the pies, and she brings the pies.
Hi. If I can figure it out, I'll see if I can tell you what it is. But I'll have to ask first.
I would be most grateful, because if she dies, I am sort of out of my best staple breakfast source here. Not everybody likes pudding with raisins.
I wonder why. And Lily is gonna like wrap the pie up and put it in her bag because she wants it for later. Because she ate some pie already, but she might have a nibble.
She might need a nosh.
And then she goes back to glaring at Grayson again.
Excellent. Alrighty. And I think that might be a good place for us to stop for the night. With Eastmark, the newly made burgermaster of the village of Barovia, passed out on the floor in a puddle of God knows what, snoring uproariously. The three Vistani women giggling at his state over a deck of cards. Nocturna drinking to himself happily. Grayson in a staring contest / funny face match with Lily. And Gallon having a bath, and Wilhelmina doing her thing. So yeah, I think that's a good place to stop for the night. Thank you everybody out there who's been watching tonight. We greatly appreciate it. You can see us again on Wednesday this week when we'll be doing Frozen Sick, since Dungeons and Dinosaurs is still on hiatus. And then on Thursday, I'll be doing the Icewind Dale campaign with the other crew. And on Friday, it'll be another Lovely Dragons, also maybe Dungeons. Probably nothing this Sunday unless somebody wants me to run a one-shot, since it is technically Easter. I will go ahead and do a poll in Discord for that in a bit, to see if anybody's up for it. But if not, then yeah. We'll see you on Wednesday for Frozen Sick. For most of us here at Barovian Nights, good night.
No.
Have a
Good luck. You're
delicious
gonna need it, kid.
Everybody!
Morgana made dream pie.
No.
Okay, we love you. Good night.